breaking heat yesterday and the day before. Here's a live look with our King 5 rooftop camera. You can see the clouds back in the sky, and that's really an indicator of that onshore flow kicking in for us. 62 in Everett, 64 in Renton, 59 in Bremerton at this hour. And our winds, southwesterly winds, 24 mile-per-hour winds in Shelton, 14 Hoquiam, 15 mile-per-hour winds in Bremerton, about 10 mile-per-hour winds in downtown Seattle. We've seen some gusts up to 29 miles per hour at SeaTac today. As we head through the afternoon, noon, looking at 68, so around lunchtime, partly sunny skies, southwesterly winds 10 to 15, and by 4 p.m., just 74 for a daytime high. So we're talking about 15 to 20 degrees cooler for today. We'll talk about what you can expect for the rest of the weekend and into next week coming up. Natasha, back to you.
All right, thanks, Mary. We're going to some severe weather next. A flash flood emergency in Kansas City, Missouri. Torrential rain flooded the downtown area last night, swamping cars, prompting multiple water rescues. In some areas, water was nearly up to car rooftops. After the flooding started to subside, emergency crews then went around to the cars to check for victims. Luckily, none were found. Flooding also taking over the city of Indianapolis. Heavy rain flooded streets, even left some drivers stranded in their vehicles. Watch this. This driver attempts to cross the flooded underpass. Doesn't work out so well for her. She actually had to swim to safety.
Kick my door in and get out and swim my way.
You couldn't even get that door open or the window open?
I had to kick it. I had to kick it hard because the current's coming this way. So thank God I didn't have my daughter in the car. She's only 1.5. I would have, I would have freaked out.
Officials say just 1 foot of water will float many vehicles, so it is always, always, always best to turn around if you see standing water on the road. Well, Evergreen Public School teachers in Vancouver, Washington don't have a contract yet, and the first day of school is next Wednesday. But a Clark County Superior Court judge ordered them to stay on the job at least until then. She set another hearing for that day if the 1,000 teachers there are still without a contract. The Evergreen Teachers Union has been negotiating with the district since March and have yet to reach a new agreement. Well, parents are demanding action at Lowell Elementary School in Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood. The new school year starts in less than 2 weeks, and parents are worried about dirty needles, used condoms, and other disgusting things near that playground. The playground is on a public path frequented by drug users and the homeless.
It just scared me because there's like things that kids could step on and they could get hurt.
The school district tells King 5 it is asking the mayor's office and SDOT to close that path, at least for now, but it hasn't happened. Seattle police say they are beefing up patrols during lunch and recess. Well, cursive writing is a dying art, but local teachers are being taught a new approach at a workshop in Seattle. Many teachers support the argument of the importance of cursive for everyday use in the classroom. They say it's important for brain development, test taking, and then, of course, legal signatures.
What is important about handwriting is that we demonstrate knowledge based on handwriting. And cursive writing, neurologically, research shows, with those connected letters, provides us with the opportunity to get our thoughts out on paper much more quickly and much more efficiently.
That workshop continues later today. And next week, don't you worry, we're going to make sure you have everything you need to go back to school. Join us for our special Back to School series. It starts Monday morning. We're going to be live from Stadium High School in Tacoma. Well, a new order from the federal government to blood banks. Start screening for Zika and fast. The FDA now says the blood banks in the 11 states most at risk for Zika should start screening for it within the month. 3 months from now, all blood banks in the country should be screening for Zika. All right, well, to politics, where in just a few days, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump will be in Western Washington. You can now register for tickets for his public event on Tuesday. It's scheduled for 7 o'clock at the Xfinity Arena in Everett. He will attend a private fundraiser earlier that afternoon. To go to the public event, go to donaldjtrump.com to register. His opponent, Hillary Clinton, remains on the defense over questions about her family's charitable foundation. Clinton, on MSNBC's Morning Joe, said her work as Secretary of State was not influenced by any outside forces. A donor to the Clinton Foundation, Slim Fast founder Danny Abraham, who emailed a request for a meeting with Clinton, claims it had nothing to do with his contributions.
My meeting with Hillary was to try to promote peace between Palestine and Israel.
Clinton says if elected, she will take additional steps to make sure there are no conflicts of interest between her administration and the global charitable network founded by her husband. A new robot lawyer is helping Seattle drivers fight parking tickets. Its developer says the technology has worked to appeal thousands of citations in both New York and London. King 5's Ted Land shows us how it works.
Ever get a parking ticket you know you didn't deserve, but you just pay it because that's the easiest